this is gonna work better when I turn my mic on. Hello, welcome to solo playthroughs. Amazing things about mics is they don't work when you don't have them turned on. It's a magical thing with technology. I am starting to feel more and more like an old dude with the number of times I struggle with basic technology. So God bless whoever has to deal with me in about, I don't know, 40 years. Hello, let's get to it. I am super excited today. If you have been really observant and super excited about this playthrough, you might have noticed that I changed the title 3 times. 2 times. It's like 3, just one less. Lights are on. Yeah. In that I originally had this scheduled for the good luck mode, and then I was like, that seems a little insane. Let's go to the hard mode. And then I was like, I got more tried new strategies in this scenario, started doing fairly well. And then I was like, I'll go back to the good luck. No, I don't want to do that. So I'm on the harder mode. Final answer. There are 4 different levels in this scenario. It goes from easy, normal, hard, harder, and good luck. I actually found good luck a little bit easier than harder, but I wanted to do harder, not necessarily because I think it maybe was the toughest, the one I struggled with the most, but I also felt like it's the only one that actually has a level 10 Doomsday Machine out of hard, harder, and good luck. And I was like, heck, why the heck not? Let's try to do it. I also have some cool, Silverfear says, hello to you, sir. I also have a cool little thing for you guys that I'm excited about. We're going to be able to see some of the stuff in the economic phase. Now, I have not tried this yet. Hopefully this works. I do have a pen and paper backup, pencil and paper. Do not use a pen in this game. Highly not recommended. I do have a pencil and paper backup, so in case I need it, I'll have like a little bit of stuff going on here, but that should work. I think I figured out at least that much technology so far today. This is the large map version of Doomsday Machine. I did the small map. This is the large map. This will be the only time I put this one, a playthrough of the Doomsday Machine on the channel. I should say the last time because I did the small map already. It's a very cool puzzle. It is not the most engaging thing to do over and over and over again. There's not a ton of replayability in this scenario. What I'm very excited about with Space Empires is going on from here into the Alien Empire scenarios. I have read the rules a few times. I have not actually tabled it yet, but I'm still like kind of wrapping my head around some of the nuance of this game and some of the depth of this game. I do have Close Encounters. I just picked up a secondhand copy of Replicators that I'm really excited about, and I am in on the P500 for GMT with the final expansion, which is probably going to come out maybe 2024 at this point, which is all good things. I mean, this is a very, very cool game. It is definitely a riser in my list of my top 24 games that I put out. This game is going to keep moving up for a while to come. Zarks81 says, hi y'all. Hello, sir. Yeah, let's kind of go from there. You'll see I put these little things, these little squares. These are from Terraforming Mars. I figure we'll stick with the genre of space themes. I do not like putting out all the little chits before the game. It doesn't really, it's just super annoying, and then one flips over and you're like, darn, and you have to reshuffle, and there's like little edges on the board and whatever. So I find it a lot easier just to throw out the little cubes. You can do it really quickly, and then as I explore with my scouts, almost invariably, then I will pull from the appropriate bag. So we have my home system explore tiles in this little blue bag here, and then I have the deep space tiles, again, the gray tokens there on this gray bag. Another good thing about just doing it this way, honestly, you're probably only going to see 3, 4, 5, maybe 6, of these deep space. So it's silly to put all these stupid tokens out when you're only going to flip over a couple during a game, at least in my experience. We have our home system up here. We have the planet of Kulak, and then we have 1 miner ship. We have 3 colony ships, and we have 3 scouts. We also have we have 4 shipyards that are also there in our home system. On the harder mode, we know that we'll have our first Doomsday Machine entering in the 7th economic phase. Again, the game starts, you take 3 turns, then you go to the first economic phase. So economic phase happens at the end of a round, even though it's like in front of the turns on the board here. I kind of understand why I did that. I do think it probably should have been the other way around. And then when the 7th economic phase, the Doomsday Machine will enter. We will roll the die. We will roll a die to determine where it goes. So you see these 4 little cubes there. I'm sorry, 5 cubes there. Those are going to be the potential starting points for the Doomsday Machine. They'll enter. And then we'll have to start rumbling with them. If they enter in round 7, we're going to have to rumble with them probably in round 8, maybe round 9 if we're lucky, depending on where they're coming out. The second Doomsday Machine will enter the board in round 9, or economic phase 9, and then the final Doomsday Machine will enter the board in economic phase 10. So we'll see. And when they enter the board, we also need to roll a die. I will keep the scenario book handy because we're going to have to determine what they're weak to. I find some of this, what they're weak to, just not all that well developed. I just don't think it's realistic to build up some fighters just in case they're weak to fighters, or build up some mines just in case they're, you roll a 1 through a 5, or build up some cloaking. The one that's the most helpful, if I roll a 7 or an 8, that large fleet bonus can make a huge difference. There's also a chance the first Doomsday Machine knocks me out. At that case, I'll just reset and we'll give it another go. If I get past the first Doomsday Machine, I feel fairly good about my chance to take out the second Doomsday Machine. The third Doomsday Machine I have found to be the most problematic. Although on harder, I think one of the things that makes harder so hard for me is that second Doomsday Machine will have an A priority, which means they will fire first. And considering I will probably have a bunch of battle cruisers on the board, that's not great because I would like to fire in front of the Doomsday Machine if I can. So we'll see how many battleships I can get on the board, and maybe get into some dreadnoughts, if things go my way. So I think I've yammered enough. I mean, this is the setup. This is the game. If you're really looking for more of a review, I don't really do reviews, but if you're looking for more discussion about the game and the rules, I would highly recommend to check out my first playthrough. That was a recorded playthrough, and it was just Doomsday Machine, and it was the small map, and I did play that on the good luck level. But I am not going to yammer anymore. We have our ship technology thing. No, that's not true. I'm going to yammer a lot, but at least I'm going to move into the gameplay. Our 3 scouts, they are all going to start the game with 0 attack on their attack level, 0 on their defense level, 0 on their tactics level, and 1 on their move level. 1 is the default that you start with, and then the point defense. Again, we're not really going to get into that today. I'm going to in a turn. So you have 3 turns every round. Basically, we can choose to move all of our ships. Our move value is just 1, so all of our ships have a move value of 1 for all 3 turns. If I did invest into the movement technology, which I guarantee you I won't in this playthrough, then we could actually enhance that movement. I find that super unnecessary, especially because I will be doing a lot of the MS pipeline, because that does enhance movement, and I really like that. So our scouts, we're not going to move our colony ships. We're not going to move our miner. I'm going to put scout 1 there. I'm going to put scout 2 here. I'm going to put scout 3 here. At the end of movement, we put the explore tiles out. So I'm going to do them numerically. I'm going to do them in numeric order every time. This keeps things simple. So scout 1, what do we get? It's a barren planet. That's not a great draw. The barren planet right next to the home system is bad. We could potentially put a colony on that, but I would have to explore. I would have to invest in terraforming technology. Probably not worth the money spent. I will be playing with tech leveling. And when you're doing, hold on one sec. Put that on silent mode. When you do tech leveling, you can only spend 10 more credits in a round than you spent the last round. So, honestly, we're not going to have that much, credits just lying around to invest in terraforming, just to try to invest in being able to put a colony on Roth. Is that Roth or Hoth? Hoth. It's like Roth. It's just with an H instead of an R. Scout 2 is here. We have a mineral. There are, in our home system tiles, there are 11 minerals. They all have, or 11 tiles that have minerals on them. They all have a value of 5. So that's 55 credits over the course of a game, assuming you get them all back to your colony with your miners. And then the last scout is in a nebula. So we did not find any planets. That's a little unfortunate. We're going to go to turn 2. The miner ship's like, oh, I see minerals. Let me go get those. We're going to put the colony ship here. We're going to put this colony ship here. We're going to put this colony ship here. Again, colony ships or miners, if they don't have an attack value, cannot move into an unexplored tile unless when movement's over, they are accompanied by a ship that has a combat value. Here, we're going into tiles that are already explored by the scouts. Until we get the black hole, there's one black hole in our home system tiles. Until we get that on the board, it's a little dangerous to move a colony ship into a unexplored tile because, again, at that point, we'd have to roll a die. There's a chance the ship would be destroyed, and losing a colony ship and then having to rebuild it just to form a new colony is very, very not efficient with our resources. We're going to move this scout dude. We'll move the scout here, this scout here, and we'll move this scout over here. I'm going to get, at the end of movement, I'm going to get new explore tiles. Silver Fear says my hammering is easy on the ears. Well, good to know. I don't know if my wife agrees, but we could check with her when she gets home. But I miss the days of Mrs. Playthrough sitting here moderating the chat. Those were fun days. Anyway, I digress. Scout 2, it's another mineral. Yikes. I would like a planet. Just one. Give me a planet. I mean, I moved the colony ship instead of the scouts, so forget that. I need to undo that. Oh, it's another mineral. There are 8 planets in here. I have yet to pull one. That's a little unfortunate. I mean, again, we are going to want to try to get these colonies built up quickly as possible. So we're having a little bit of a stall here. And I think I'm going to start taking some risks with my colony ships and hope I get planets and not the black hole. So my third turn, I go there. I'm going to move both the scout and the colony ship here. I'm going to move both this scout and the colony ship here. And I'm going to move both this scout and this colony ship here. My miner, I'm going to move back to my home colony, and that gets us 5 minerals in the economic phase. Moment of truth. Am I going to pull a black hole? I hope not. That would be really bad. It's an asteroid. Ugh. I just want a planet, dude. That's all I want. Just give me planets. There's 8 of you. Hey, it's a planet. All right, so the colony ship is going to be like, that's my planet. Thank you very much. And last but not least, we are going to, that's a good location for a planet too, right in the center of our home system. And we over here, we just have a mineral. So only one colony that's going to start giving us income. Oof, that's a bad start to this game. We'll see how this goes. We're going to go to economic phase 1. All right. Hey, I smell some 4Xers from here. I see unclipped counters for shame. Dude, I don't even know what that means. So like, the shame is heavy, dude. Unclipped counters. Oh man, someone's gonna have to educate me, man. I'm new to this war game stuff. All right, so Space Empires. I'm gonna go to the economic phase. Oh, look at this. It's beautiful. I'm gonna try to interact with this, and let's fill this out. And you guys let me know if this does not come off on camera, if the audio is weird or whatever. So economic phase 1. My colony CPs are 20. I just have the home planet, no other colonies. My mineral CPs are 5. I'm taking the mineral thing off the home colony. You can't see that, but I'm doing it. MS pipeline income is 0. Maintenance, I have 3 scout ships. They all have a maintenance value of 1 because the hull size of each one of them is 1. So that's a 3 there. And that gives me 22 income to spend. Now you'll see turn order bid. I just have that grayed out. That's really not a thing in the solo game, so we don't have to worry about it. I'm not going to spend any on tech. But what I want to spend is 8 on another colony ship, and I want to start, it's not even worth, I don't have a planet directly adjacent, so the MS pipeline's probably not worth investing in. I want to get another miner ship out, and that gives me 13. I'll actually spend another 8, 16, 20. Yeah, I'll spend another 8. I'll get 2 colony ships. 8, 5. And again, everything I built is a hull size of 1. We have 4 shipyards on our home planet, so we absolutely can build that. And where's my miner? But those ships, even though they all have a hull size of 1, they do not contribute. They do not work against you for the purposes of maintenance. So that's good. Then so 0 for sure, and then we'll deal with the rest of it next round. So we have a carryover of 1 that will come up into economic phase 2, as you can see there. So hopefully that all worked for y'all. I'm going to close this. Do you have any of the expansions? Kabuki Kid asked if I had the expansions. Yes, I do. I do have Close Encounters. I have not explored it fully yet, and I just picked up a copy of Replicators, so super excited about that. Let me go back to the both cameras. Here we go. I found some people clip the corners of the counters with a corner rounder, just makes the counters look nicer. It's far from necessary. Awesome. All right, I'm not missing anything. Amazing. So that is the first part of the economic phase where I bought some stuff. So I skipped over a lot of this stuff, and now we're going to go to increase counters. So I didn't skip over it. I did it. I just did it on the other screen. And now increase colonies. I have one colony. So this ship is going to flip over, and we're going to, since it's a baby colony, it only has an income production of 1 that we'll get in the next economic phase. We go to turn 1. Whereas we have 1 mineral here, we have another mineral here, we have another mineral there. So I'm going to use the miners first. Miner 1's going to come this way, miner 2's going to come that way. The colony ships are going to try to, hopefully these scouts start doing their freaking job and finding me some colonies to work with. So the scout's going to go here. This scout's going to go here. No, that's scout 3. Scout 2's going to go here, and scout 3's going to go here. And then the 2 colony ships I just purchased, one's going to go into Hoth. The other one's going to head into there. All right, let's do some exploring. Scout 1 gets, it's a mineral, man. There are no planets. There are no planets anywhere. Scout 2, what do you get? Hey, it's a planet. Oh, right next to our home system too. Oh man, I kind of wish I did the MS pipeline now. That could have been helpful. And then scout number 3. Give me a planet. Give me a planet, dude. Give me a planet. It's another planet. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. We go to turn 2. All right, miner 1 is going to come here, pick this puppy up. Miner 2 is going to come over here, pick this puppy up. They're not puppies, I know, but it is what it is. And then we're going to do scout 1, scout 2, scout 3, and colony ships can move. This colony ship's going to move there. This colony ship is going to move here. I have 4 of them out here. This one's going to go here, and this one's going to go here. I know I could have someone settle there, but this guy pretty much had nothing else he could do this turn. So it's good to get him back over here so he can settle on Kronos. All right, if I can get all 5 of these dudes on colony ships this round, that'd be an amazing round for me. We have another planet, so that's a helpful start. We got Scout 2. What are we going to find here? We haven't seen the black hole yet, so... Oh, here it is. I need to roll the die. 1 through a 6, I survive. 7 through 10, I'm dead. Oh, it's a 4. All right, good. So anytime I put a ship into the black hole, I need to make that roll. Guess what? I'm not going to be putting any more ships into the black hole. That is not a fun way to live. And then finally, we're going to do Scout 3. What's Scout 3 get? It's another planet. All right, that's a little... I don't think I can get a colony ship on that this turn. No, I definitely cannot. We go to turn 3. This mining ship's going to come here, drop this off. This mining ship is going to come here. Now, this, as soon as a colony ship is on a colony, it is a colony. It's just a really very weak colony. So I can actually go here and drop this off. And then I'm going to move my colony ships. This colony ship's going to go here. This colony ship's going to go here. That's 3 of the 4. And then I'm going to, so I saw the black hole, so I can actually enter with scouts with a little bit more impunity. I don't have to really worry about the black hole destroying me, at least not my homeworld. So scout's going to go here. This scout's going to go here. I'm going to send the colony ship in with it. And then we're going to put this scout over here. That's fine. We can settle there next turn. So what do we get over here? It's a mineral. Hopefully we get a planet with scout number 2. That'd be really good. It is a planet. Awesome. So this colony ship can go right on top of there. That was a good turn. And we'll have this scout is going to go here and get us a mineral. Did I move the miners? I don't think I moved the miners. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I definitely moved everything else. I don't think I moved the miners the last time. Oh, I had to, right? Because this miner ship 1, they both started there. Miner ship 2 went 3. Yeah, I had to. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Cool. We're done. Have I played Talon? You can technically play this game with that one, although I know nobody actually does that. I heard of Talon. I reached out to Jim Crone about the designer of this game again, not Roger McGowan, who is the artist, although I made that mistake in my recorded playthrough. And I'm intrigued. I'm just, it's not something I plan or expect to invest in at some point. You play this game from a big overview, and when you do the ship battles, you play a mini game of Talon to zoom in and do the smaller battles. Oh, interesting. Sort of a game within the game. Survive, but you come home to everyone being 15 years older. That's fun. Yeah, black holes, I guess, have a tendency to do that. All right, that's it. We're done. I don't know why I'm reaching into this bag. We're gonna go to the economic phase. So let me get back to our other view here. And I'm going to interact with this. Awesome. So I had no maintenance decrease. I did not lose my scout in that black hole, and I spent 0 on upgrades. So I have the 1 carryover. My colony CPs are just the 20 for my home planet plus 1 for the 1 colony that I started developing. My mineral CPs are 10. And I have no income from the MS pipeline yet. I will be leaning pretty heavily into that soon, so never fear. That is out. We have maintenance is still 3. It gives me 29 to spend. So again, I'm doing tech leveling, so I could only spend a max of 10 because I spent 0 last turn. And that's going to be on my ship size. So I'll go up here and I will make that a color. So we have ship size 10. So that leaves me 19 left to spend. I do want to get another of the another of the colony ship. Excuse me, another of the colony ships. I'm going to get 3 MS pipeline ships. Now, with the DM coming in, I'll actually put this on here. So the DM1's not coming in until here. But it does mean that I need to start building ships no later than there. But it also means because I can only build 1 shipyard in a round, I want to start building a shipyard there. So I'm just going to put those notes in there for me as I kind of think through the next 2 rounds. All right. It's around, it's 7, 9, and 10 at the harder level. So I definitely want to start building shipyards there. So this is good. It gives me a remainder of 2. That increases my maintenance by 0 for next round, and I have a remainder of 2. So I'm going to build all 4 of these ships in a home planet. Let me get back to the other view here. Both cameras, and we're going to have 3 MS ships. Again, they each take a hull of 1 for building, but do not add to maintenance. I'll put them all here, and we're going to put 1 colony ship here too. Ultimately, we're going to want to build 5 colony ships, so the fact that I have built 3 already will kind of put us in a good spot. At the end of the economic phase, we're going to increase value, so the 3 becomes a 1. And I'm going to need to get 4 smaller colonies because I settled on 4 other planets. Great. So we'll flip this colony ship over, add a 1 on Eccles. This here, add a 1. Put this on Kronos. This here, add a 1. Put this on Bajor. And this here, add a 1. Put this on Castor. Cool. We're going to turn 1. Miners, where are you? Miner 1's going to go here, or that might be miner 2, whatever. And then miner 1 is going to go, well, we have a bunch of minerals that way. So miner 1's going to start the long trek over there. The colony ship is going to head out over here. Now, nebulas are interesting. in that they affect nebulas and asteroids, kind of affect defense and attack values and tactics values, but you cannot move into one until you're adjacent. That only matters if you have like move technology, but the MS pipeline allows you to ignore the movement restrictions of asteroids and nebulas. So it's it's an interesting play. I'm going to put the colony here, and again we're heading out toward Pollux. The scouts I have not activated yet, so Scout 1's going to go there. Scout 2 is going to go here. Yeah, here Scout 3 is going to risk it in deep space, and we'll see how that plays out. So Scout 1, we're pulling from the home system tile still. It's a mineral. Scout 2, we're still looking for 2 planets, I believe. So here's one of them. So we have a line of planets right here. So it'll be interesting to see where the Doomsday Machine comes out, because that could be super bad. And then Scout 3 is going to be drawing from the deep space tiles. So this could go very badly. If it's a barren planet, we add some alien ships. If it's a danger thing, the scout's just dead. So we'll see how this plays out. It's a warp point. Warp points you treat like empty tiles, except if I got the other warp point too, then I can just deem those two deep space tiles connected. Again, not something that really comes into play very often, at least in my experience of this scenario. We go to turn 2. And by doesn't not very often, I mean it's like literally never affected any of my scenarios of this game. So miner 1 goes here. Miner 2 is going to go back to here, drop this off. The colony ship is going to continue on its quest to get to Pollux. Oh, I never moved the MS pipelines. I'm sorry. So the MS pipelines, 1 would have stayed there at the home system, and the 2 would have moved here last turn. And now this is going to move here. So I've connected 2 colonies to our home system. I'll explain how that plays out in the economic phase. I haven't moved the scouts yet. So Scout 1's going to go here. Scout 2 is going to go here. Scout 3 is going to go here. So they're all home system tiles this time. We're closing in on finishing this off. We have a nebula. We have our last planet. And then we have Scout 3. What is Scout 3 gonna find? It's a mineral. So I've done 3 minerals already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are these both minerals? 6, 7, 8, 9. I think these are both minerals. I saw the asteroids, I saw the nebula, I saw the black hole. So if there was like a nebula or an asteroid, I would just ignore them and start trying to explore deep space. But alas, they are going to be minerals that we're going to want to overturn. And now we go to turn 3. MS pipelines, guys, are done. Now, the MS pipeline as an activate a move side, I find it a little bit unnecessary, but ultimately, an MS pipeline, if it doesn't move, it can be part of a chain that allows extra movement. But if it moves that turn, it doesn't apply. So you're supposed to flip them over to their move side so you can keep track. I don't find it that difficult to keep track of, at least not in this scenario. So, but it's just a mechanic you're going to want to know. Scout 1's going to go there. Scout 2's going to go there. Scout 3 is going back to deep space. The miner ship here is going to go there to catch this. This miner ship over here is going to go drop this off. And then the colony ships is going to settle itself on Pollux. Whew. How does the pipeline work? What does it do? I will explain that when we get to the economic phase. Fair. By the way, dude. Ofer, like you blew my mind with that Remy stuff, man. Board games are so funny, man. Like, I mean, I pour over rule books and I try my best to get everything right. And then it's like the most obvious stuff. And it's like somebody else, like, dude, like, yeah, you missed it. I don't know how I missed it. I had Remy up there all the time, but still, like, it's pretty obvious. Especially, I'm deep enough in the campaign that I've seen those circles on other characters, right? So I really appreciate you pointing that out. All right, we're going to now do the exploring. So we have our last 2 tiles. We know they're both minerals. There's 1. There is 2. And we're going to have a deep space All right, we're gonna put the D space over here. It is asteroids, so we're surviving our deep space run so far. Sometimes like everything dies super quick in deep space. Sometimes you can get a nice little run. If we can, what we want is a shipwreck, or we want 10 minerals, because those 10 minerals could really add up and make life a lot easier. So that is the end of the round. We go to economic phase 3. So space empires, we're going to interact. We have remainder of, so we didn't spend any on upgrades. We didn't have any losses. Colony CP, so we have 4 level 1 planets. We have 1 level 3, and we have our 20. So that's 23 plus 20 plus 3 plus 4 is 27. Mineral CPs, we have this and this, so that is 10. And then this and this, I'm taking the 2 5 minerals off the planets. So we have found 5 of our 11 mineral tokens. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that makes sense. And MS pipeline. So I'll go back. Well, I'll show it in a second, but I have 2 colonies that are connected by a chain of MS pipelines to the home planet. I can get 1 point. I get 1 extra credit per colony connected to the home planet. The home planet does not count for these purposes, but I'll get 2 extra income out of that. So you're spending 3 per MS pipeline. So I spent 9. I only got 2 back. Over the course of the game, if you're doing this right, I assure you, you will end up with more income this way. The other benefit of the MS pipelines is they give you so much better movement. And I really, really love that about the MS pipeline. So we'll kind of see how that works out. My maintenance is still 3. Kind of wish one of my scouts died at this point, not going to lie. And now I can figure out how much I want to spend on tech. I'm spending the max. I'm spending a full 20, and I say the max. I'm doing leveling restrictions. I only spent 10 last time, and I'm going to upgrade my attack because, again, it costs 20, and I'm definitely going to want to do that at some point. Why not now? Ship spending. I have 18 left to spend. I think I get my last 2 colony ships out because I'm going to really want them out there in the future. So yeah, 8, 8, and I have 2 left, and that means an increase of 0. And let me get out of here. So we go to both cameras. So I'm going to put my 2 colony ships here, and that's that. So we saw the one major benefit of the MS pipeline. The MS pipeline allows you to get more income. I will put more MS pipeline out in the future. The second benefit is movement. If a ship starts on an MS pipeline and can move a space, all units, it doesn't matter what they are, miners, colony ships, whatever, can move an additional space, provided that the additional space is also connected to the MS pipeline. Now, this does not work if anything in the pipeline that you're using for that movement had moved in the same turn. So it's just a lot of things to think about. Silver Fear, when are we going to see Deep Sea? Looking forward to your Nemo adventures. Oh man, I explored Nemo a lot last week. I like that game. I'm wrestling with it. I do like it. I like it a lot actually. But I there are some things about it that aren't like totally jiving for me yet. But it's a fun game. I've mostly explored the Explorer thing. And it's quality. It's Victory Point Games. I don't know where it falls for me ultimately. I mean, I love Zeds, right? And I think so. Victory Point Games, it's like Zeds, and then Darkest Night is great, and then obviously Demon's War is great as well. But it's leaving me a little bit like we'll see. Like it's a fun little puzzle. I don't think I've had victories. I think I've had like heroic. And then there's like legendary, like the 2 levels above that. I always end up with like 270, 260, like that area, which is interesting. Anyway, we're going to increase colonies before I forget. So the 3 becomes the 5. We can just take that off. These 4 1s all become 3s. 2. That's going to be a lot more income for us next turn. And then I need to get this, and I'm going to turn this into a 1. Oh, this can go here. 1, 2, that's right. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Excellent. So we go to turn 1. I'm going to send forth my colony ships. on our movement phase, and they're going to move 1. Oh, it's all a pipeline. They can move an additional 1. So now they are all in the center of the board, right where I want them. We're going to use our miner ship, send him here. The other miner ship is hiding. Where are you, miner? Where's my other miner ship? Someone's like, I see it. They take it off the board? No. They have a square around it. Where the gotta be hiding. Miner, 5. Oh, there you go. He already picked something up. Of course. He was doing his job, Greg. I'm gonna move here and drop that off. We're gonna move the colony. Well, I did move the colony ships. I didn't have any additional MS pipelines, so now we're just moving the scouts. Scout 1's gonna move into the nebula, try to do some scouting over here. Scout 2 is moving here, and Scout 3 is moving here. So I'm just getting 2 from deep space. Nice. I'm terrible, and I've lost all 3 plays so far. Yeah, it's tricky. It took me a while. Like I like the system. It's interesting. I mean, it's a lot of dice, man. I mean, it's Zed's a lot of dice too. It's a different kind of thing. I mean, it's a very punishing game where things can go against you really strong. If you roll, God forbid, if you roll snake eyes, more than twice in a game, I don't know how you even have a remotely good score. So this is a black hole. So Scout 2 needs to roll for its life. It rolled a 2. It survives. And again, ages 15 years, as we learned earlier, because that's how that works. And now we're going to do Scout 3. What is happening? Scout 3 comes in. It's warp point 2. Great. So these 2 points are considered adjacent. I still think you have to spend a point of movement to actually move back and forth between them. And the other weird thing, though, is there's a third warp point 2. I'm dropping books over here. There's a third warp point 2 in the bag. If I pull it, we just disregard it and pull another one. Once a pair, blah, blah, blah. For ship, it may move with the same number regardless of travel. There's 2 systems were adjacent. Yeah, so it just basically makes those 2 systems adjacent. I mean, they're pretty much adjacent anyway, so that wasn't the most exciting thing that could have happened. We're going to go to turn 2. The colony ships are going to go here and here. We're going to have all my colonies set up, which is, definitely a big, it's going to be really helpful. We're going to do the miner ship is going to go here and grab this. This miner ship's going to go here and drop this off. And scouts are going to go 1. Why do they? I don't know. Oh, because he was back there. That's right. 1. Scout 2 is going to go here. Scout 3 is going to go here. Pulling 3 deep space. We get a barren planet. So we have a barren planet in deep space. What happens immediately is we put 4 alien ships there and they fight the scout. The scout has a rating of E. The scout is just gone. So I'm not actually going to roll dice for this because it's just not worth the time. But these 4 alien ships come into play. Super exciting. And they go here. Now, if you have terraforming technology, you can actually build a colony on a barren planet, just like we could with Hoth. If you're playing the Alien Empire scenario, deep space barren planets do not have the alien ships. This is just for Doomsday scenario. But ultimately, they took some shots at our friend, the scout ship. He is out, and I will just be able to save some money on maintenance after his unfortunate demise. Can I please get a shipwreck or a 10? I just want 1 or 2 go a long way. I'm not trying to get a string of 7, but 1 or 2 would be really nice. We have a black hole. Scout 2, can he survive again? Yeah, he rolls a 6. And now he's really old. And then Scout 3, oof, man, it's gonna be rough. I mean, at this point, if I find anything, it's gonna be so far away from my planets. It's gonna be tough. Come on, buddy. You're our last chance, really, to get something nice and close. Oh, it's another black hole. It's a huge black hole. And I rolled a 7. I lose. Bye. Scout 3 is not as good as Scout 2. And dude is out. Wow. I don't even know where to move him now. That's a wall of black holes, so I'm really not planning to put any ships through that. Guess we'll go this way. So turn 3, the miner's going to come here. It's miner 1. Miner 2 is going to come here and drop this off. And the scout, oh, the colony ships are going to go here and here. And the scout's going to go here. Now, black holes, when entering a black hole, the Doomsday Machine is unaffected. So it's not going to help us at all to have like a wall of black holes right there. Can I get, I mean, no, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what I pull here. Nah, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to just move the scout into there, and hopefully we can find something useful over here. Because otherwise, even if I found something there, if the scout doesn't make it all the way back, I'm not going to have any access to it with my miners, and I'm not going to want to do a black hole roll with my miners. So it's just safer. I'll just move my scout around and see if I can't get a little lucky next turn. All right, that is the 3 turns we have. And let's move on, right? I moved my miners, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I moved my miners. At this point, if I didn't, it's my fault. I must have, yeah, because they they both have a thing on there. I'm going to go to the economic phase, space empires, interact. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's right. Making sure I'm doing these minerals correctly. So we are in round 4. My colony CPs are 20, plus I have a bunch of 3s. Well, let me do the mineral income first. I'm having a hard time. All right, so I'm taking those 3 off. So I got 15 in mineral income. And now I can see the colonies better. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 3s. We have 1 5, so that's 25 plus 12 is 37. And we have 1 1, so that's 38. Which, yeah, it makes sense because 5 of them upgraded and we added the 1. So that's a total of 13 more. Nope. 6 upgrade? 1, 2, 3. No, yeah, 5. Added the 1. Am I doing math wrong? Oh, yes, I have a 20, 32, 37, 38. Why does that seem wrong? Why is that right? 3 and 4 1s. Just wondering how I got 13 more income this round. This seems too high. That'd be 6 upgrading. 3 and 4 1s. 20. 25, 37, 38. That's the math. I'm just still, if I had 4 1s that became 3s, that's plus 8. I had 1 3 that became 5, that's plus 10. And then I had this colony, it's plus 11. So I feel like somewhere I made a mistake. Oh, that is plus 11. Or what? I don't know what it's. Yeah, 27 plus 11. Yeah, 38. That's totally right. I don't know what's wrong with me. Never mind. I get 2 from my MS pipeline income. That gets me at the 57, and my maintenance is now just 1 because I lost 2 of my scouts. So I'm going to actually go down here. My maintenance decrease was 2, and I didn't spend any on upgrades. So we're going to do some tech spending. I do want to spend the full 30. We have to really kind of blitz tech here. I'm going to spend 15 and 15. What techs am I getting? Well, I'm going to get tactics level. Having tactics 2 isn't like the Doomsday Machine always has tactics 2. So getting up to tactics 2 yourself is super important. And then I'm going to upgrade my ship size. Now I am going to purchase units. I have 28 to spend. I can only build 1 shipyard in a space. So I'm going to build a shipyard for 6. I'm going to actually make sure I build another shipyard next turn. So I'm going to put that shipyard. Well, I'll put the shipyard marker. I'm going to put it in that central planet I have. I'll point it out when we get back to the other view. And then we have 22 left to spend. I want to get a bunch of MS pipelines out. So I probably will spend a full 4 on that. Minimum, I spend 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think it just makes strategic sense just to do 3. So we'll do that. So 3 and then save some money. 3 and 3. We'll come back to the other view. I have 13 carryover. My maintenance increase is 0. See, I'm not building any battleships yet. We'll get there soon enough. And that will work. So back to this view. Great. So I put the shipyard here, and I have 3 more MS pipelines, which I built here. Again, you cannot build a shipyard and build an MS pipeline on the same. You cannot build a shipyard and then build a ship using the shipyard you just built on the same turn. So this shipyard effectively is not usable until next turn. And if I add a shipyard to it next turn, only one of the 2 is usable next turn. So the way that works. But I have 4 shipyards again on my home planet, so I built them there. I'm going to do the increased colonies. So the 3s all become 5s. That's nice. This 1 becomes a 3. And now I'm going to flip these. Ding, and a 1. And this flips as well. Now my phone is blowing up. Just give me a sec. All right, I think we're good. Sorry about that. And now I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like, some kind of more pressing thing that might be more important than board games. Not that anything's ever more important than board games. I digress. All right, so that is done. We're going to go to turn 1. So turn 1, I have my scout is just kind of continuing around here, seeing if we can't get something useful there. The miner ship's going to go here and drop that off. Miner 2 is going to pick this one up. So let me go back here. Yeah, so I've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's only 3 more. Yeah, it's here and here. So there's only 3 more miner things available to me. Or 3 more minerals of 5. That's what I'm trying to say. This guy's going to move here and pick this one up. I already moved the scout. MS pipeline, they're all going to move. They can move 2 because they're on the MS pipeline. They started the pipeline, ended the pipeline, and they're going to go right here. We go to turn 2. The miner is going to come over here. The scout's going to go there. And the other miner is going to drop this off here. The MS pipelines are going to go here. This one's going to stay in place. Now we've connected that colony. Let's see what we get in deep space. Give me a 5 mineral or a shipwreck, please. It's warp point 1. Friggin' warp points are so useless. Awesome. Turn 3. All right. Miner's going to go here. Miner 2 is going to go here. Scout is going to go here. And MS pipeline is going to continue to connect here and now here. We're going to go from deep space. Give me a 10 mineral or a shipwreck. Or another black hole. We haven't pulled any dangers yet either, which is we're due. Danger! That was super predictable. All right, Scout Tube is out. So danger just means you're dead, and then that token comes off the board. I might get another scout out here, to be honest with you. So, yeah, it might be worth the investment. So we'll see. But that is my 3rd movement. We're done with that. We're gonna collect colony income. I'll take these off the board first. I think that's gonna be more helpful. So we have 10 in minerals. So I'll remember that. Great. Space Empires. Interact. So we have the 10 mineral income. Our colony income is going to be, well, we can kind of work backwards. The max we can get is 60. It should be 50 at this point because we have 120, 5, 5, so that's 45, a 3 and 2 1s. So yeah, it's 50. MS pipeline income, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our colonies connected to the MS pipeline. So that's going to give us another 5 income. See how that adds up. Our maintenance cost is reduced because we lost 1 ship. So I'll put a 1 there for maintenance decrease. We didn't spend anything on upgrades. So our maintenance is actually a full-blown 0. So 79 to spend. I am definitely spending 40 on tech. What am I gonna tech, though, kids? I think defense size for 20. You cannot do 2 tech levels of the same tech in the same turn. So you note why, I'm being a little strategic and just making sure I'm upgrading stuff. Now I can upgrade multiple things in the same turn as I've been doing, but any one kind of tech, you can only do 1 level at a time. It takes time. Oh, I did the wrong thing. It takes time to get this tech upgraded, guys. So now we're at level 4 ship, which means ship size, which means I can start building my battle cruisers. I'm not messing around with destroyers. I'm not messing around with cruisers. Like, it is what it is. They don't really do much for you, in my experience, at least not in this scenario. I'm gonna build a shipyard for 6. So you saw where I built the shipyard before. I'm gonna put a token next to that to indicate there are now 2 of those there. And I have 33 left to spend. I'm going to get 3 more MS pipelines, and I'm going to get a scout. Because I'm going to try to get, I think it's worth gambling a little bit, seeing if I can't get this scout stuff to do a little bit more for me. So scout 1 will go... I can build the scout where I had the shipyard in the middle, so I'm done with this. My maintenance increase is 1. CP spent on upgrades. We'll come back to that later. Great. Both cameras. So I have 2 shipyards here. I didn't use the second shipyard because I just built it, but I'm using the first shipyard I built last round to build the scout there. And I'm going to put the 3 MS pipeline ships over in the home planet. All right. Upgrading colonies. The 3 becomes a 5. These 2 1s become 3s. We're going to do our first movement. The MS pipelines are all going to, well, we can just do it the old-fashioned way, kids. So they're all going to come here. And the miner ship is going to move into the nebula. Miner ship 1, miner ship 2. Where are you? Miner ship 2 is going to come here and drop this off. No, yeah, miner ship 1 probably doesn't even need to go there. Miner ship 1. Yeah, it makes sense, actually. We'll go here. Miner ship 2 is going to drop this off. The scout's going to move here. Again, it was on the MS pipeline, so it went from there to there. It can go an extra movement because, again, that's all a chain. Excuse me. We go to turn 2. The MS pipeline is going to all move into here. 1's going to stay. 2 are going to be ready to move next turn. Miners are going to go here and here. And the scout is going to go into this asteroid. And we go to turn 3. Miners are going to go here and here. MS pipeline is going to connect these 2 more colonies. And then the scout's going to go into here. And hopefully this gamble paid off. We only needed to work once to really like give you a nice return. So this is super gambly. If it doesn't work, I probably don't do it again because I can't keep throwing money at this, especially not on the harder level. But come on, give me a mineral. No! It's a danger. Shoot. Well, that was silly. Scout, why do you fail me? So I lost my scout, and I just have these miners that are just not doing anything. I mean, I literally might do this again because I really want to try to get some extra income down the road, but it's costing me a lot right now. I'm being stubborn. So we're gonna go to economy phase. I get the last mineral off the board. So that is the 11th mineral we've collected. So we go to here, and I'm gonna put in a chart. So all my mineral income should add up to 55 so far. 15, 25, 40. Yep. So I did that correctly. MS pipeline income is up to 7. My colony income is up to 656 because again, max is 60 and I am only 4 shy of the max. My maintenance is 0 because I did lose a ship down here. And I can probably actually automate this maintenance stuff. I'll probably do that in the next version of this. Something I spent on upgrades is 0. Now, when that scout came in, let me get off this for a sec. When that scout came in, I mean, technically he was at the first attack level and the first defense level, but honestly, it didn't really matter. And actually, I can go back to the Space Empires log. So I don't even have the scouts. The scouts are on this chart, but they're just off the screen. So we're not going to worry about that too much. They're obviously not the combat ships that we're going to be spending a lot of our time with. But we have 86 to spend. Doomsday Machine's coming into play next turn. So, and I do need to do upgrades. So interact here. What do I want to get? Well, I definitely want to get attack level 2. That cost me 30. And I want to get tactics level 2 as well. That cost me 15. So starting to bring down our tech spending a little bit, or because I'm not doing the max every time. Because right now, all I really want from here on out is maybe the shipyards, probably not, but I want to get the defense and attack, and I want to get my ship size up to a 5, but I don't need to do that really until after the first Doomsday Machine's on the board. I just have to make sure I'm ready for that first Doomsday Machine. Speaking of which, let's start getting some ships that are going to be able to crush this dude. So I'm going to get 2 of my battle cruisers. So 15 of 15. One's going to go in the middle of the board. One's going to go on my home planet. Actually, they both can go on my home planet because they only take a hull size of 2, and I think that's better. So battle cruisers, it's going to be BC1. BC1 is coming in with an attack of 2, a defense of 1. Oh, sorry. An attack of 2, a defense of 1, and a tactics of 2, and a movement of 1. And I'll put them on my home planet. They're going to have a little token under them to indicate there are 2 of them. And I think I will go ahead and build a scout, and I'm going to build that scout. Oh, this is such a bad idea. But if it works out, it's going to be glorious. Yeah, I'm going to build a scout for 6. 5 remaining. So my maintenance increase is 5. No maintenance decrease right now, and we'll talk about upgrades later. And we'll put Scout 1 back on the board in the middle. Again, 1-1 in text and defense because this hull size is only 1, so it is pretty much maxed out of what it could do from there. Cool. Scouting like a fool. Now I could get exploration technology, which would make scouting a lot safer, but I'd also have to build a cruiser. So I'm trying to get a little lucky there. So the exploration technology costs 15, and then it would cost me another 12 for a cruiser, so that's 27. Instead, I just spent 6 on 2 scouts. I already spent 12 on 2 scouts. Like, it is what it is. Just trying to get a little bit lucky. We go to turn 1. My miners are going to keep moving over there because that's where my scout's going to be, and that's where we're trying to hit Eureka. That goes there, that goes there. Like, there are no colony ships. You notice like there's less and less to move once you have all your colonies set up. Again, my pipeline, I'm not trying to connect this dude. It would cost me 3 MS pipelines to get out there, and at this point in the game it's just not worth the investment. But my scout can move. My scout here can move 2 to go there. That is part of the same chain. And I'm going to send my battle cruisers. They can move there in 2 because their movement's 1 plus the MS pipeline increase. And now they're just going to be in the center of the board. We'll see where the Doomsday Machine is coming out. Turn 2, the miners are going to keep their march to be next to the scout. And the scout's going to go into this planet. Move 3, miner's going to go to this planet as well. And the scout is going to go into the red. Just give me 10 minerals one time. I really want a shipwreck, and then I want to roll lucky. I mean, the good shipwreck, you know, the 2 scouts I bought would basically have a double their investment for me by giving me, you know, saving me a bunch of money on a tech upgrade. So I would love a shipwreck. Oh, it's a 10 mineral. Great. So it pretty much paid for itself at this point. And that was turn 3. So we'll get that next round. We are in round 7, so I do need to roll a die. We're putting a Doomsday Machine on the board. I rolled a 9, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Doomsday Machine number 1 is coming over there. Doomsday Machine number 1 is a level 6. It's a B9, so it means its attack strength is a 9. It has a class of a B, so that will affect the order of who fires what each round of combat. It has 3 defense, so my attacks are going to be reduced by 3. So whatever die roll it is, subtract 3 from that. And we'll determine whether I get a hit. The 9 is the hull size. So we need to do 9 damage to it to defeat it. And the 5 is how many attacks it has every round. It can be pretty nasty. We're going to roll again to see what its weakness is. I rolled a 7. Oof, that might change how I want to do this. That might change, because I think 7's the good one. This is not the right book. You are not the right book. Are you the right book? These are all alien empires. Alien empires. Great. So 7 means that it's weak to large fleets. I will get the large fleet bonus for every round that starts when in any round which starts where I have at least 10 ships that could hit the DM. So if I have a ship that has such a weak attack value that it can't hit it because of the defense value, those don't count. So I'll put a die here just to remind me about the large fleet bonus. It's going to be hard to get up to 10 ships by the time we have to attack this, but not impossible. So how does the Doomsday Machine move? Well, they're going to have 3 movement every round, just like me. So they will always go toward the closest player planet. And if there is a tie, that will go toward the one that is closest to the home planet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of those planets are the closest player planet. So realistically, Doomsday Machine is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do not defend on one of these planets, the Doomsday Machine will then continue, and it's going to go to the closest player planet. So it won't go, if I kill this and then go there. Oh yeah, so basically it's going to attack both of those in order, no matter what I do, because again, priority is closest player planet, and then the secondary consideration is, hey, if there's a tie, which of them is getting closer to the home planet? Oosh. So if I don't defend here, it's going to destroy that, and then it'll go closest planet from either one of those is going to be this one, and then there. And it's crazy, but I might actually defend here. It's going to cost me 2 colonies, which I don't love, but it will give me more options, especially with that large fleet bonus. So I'll lose like 12 income, but I can get one of that back if I can get those MS pipelines over here. Yeah, it's a bad spot for it, but I guess there's no great spot. I mean, if it's coming from this side of the board, I think would have been better. But let me get to the other thing. Did I grow? No, I did not. Thank you. Affair reminded me I never took these colonies off because I am maxed out. Thank you so much. All right, let's get to the chart. Interact. Doomsday Machine is on the board. Oh no. Again, the next Doomsday Machine is coming here, DM2, and the third Doomsday Machine is coming here for DM3. So my colony income, carry over. Why is it not carried over? They should have just updated to a 5, but we'll see. So spent on upgrades 0, 0. G19. Oh, my maintenance thing. Right. Okay. Right. Oh, that's weird. What did I do? 18 minus G20. Oh, I put that in funny. I double do this the whole time. I might have been costing myself money. Hold on one sec. It should be B19 minus B20. I could fix this quick. I might have some money that I've been cheating myself. B19 minus B20 because I've been double dipping on the maintenance. It's just B19 minus B20. Oh, I hurt myself. Huh? Carry over. Copy. And then I can flash this all the way up to here. Oh, it won't let me do that. It will not let me copy paste. All right, that's fine. Sorry about this. This is what happens when you try to get fancy, Greg. Yeah, I was giving myself. Yeah, I was giving. So I guess I was double benefiting from the deaths there. I never went below 0 anyway. So the maintenance I need to automate there, but just fine. It's small enough that I can do it here. So the maintenance increase is 5. The decrease was 0. So the maintenance is going to go there, which is fine. So I'm going to do my colony income. So I only have a carryover 2. It wasn't even 5. And that's because, again, I was giving myself too much credit with the maintenance decrease here. And then we're going to do colony income is 60. Mineral CP is 0. We're out of minerals. Pipeline CP is 7. So 69 minus 5, which is 64. We are going to spend 30 on the defense, which is going to go here. Now, notice I did build a battle cruiser last turn when I just built the 4th level of the shipyards. Shipyards are immediately upgraded to the latest technology, which is great. But I just bought this defense now. And now I have 34 left to spend on ships. I don't know. Yeah, if I'm going large ship, thinking about defending here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. It'll be the second movie. I think that's going to sacrifice these 2 colonies. And I can build 15, 15. The remainder of 4. My maintenance increase is 4, 0 for upgrades, and 0. So this next group of fighters is coming in, and it's going to be BC2. Since I have the latest defense, they're going to be defense 2, tactics 2. So they're going to be a little bit more defended. Now, they only have a hull size of 2, so they are pretty much maxed out now on attack and defense. I'm going to close. Now, next turn, I only spent 30, so I only spend max 40 next turn, which is going to be more than fine. And 4, 4. That makes sense. Sorry about that. Cool, but I think that spreadsheet should be good now. So I built 2 more battle cruisers. I'm going to put them both on a home planet with a marker of 2 to indicate that there are 2 there. Remember, I'm going to try to get above 10. But it might be a little tough. Ideally, the shipyards count as units, but it's going to be it's not going to work for the Doomsday Machine to get there. Just it's movement priority. It's definitely going there. So we're going to turn 1. I'm going to try to get all this MS pipeline to set up so I can connect that planet over there, because this planet over here is going to get destroyed, but actually it's not going to get destroyed until next turn. So there's no good way to move that now. So I'm not even going to worry about that. But I will move the battle cruisers here. I'm not going to spend money upgrading the one battle cruiser from a 1 defense to a 2. If I wanted to upgrade them, it would just cost me the 2. It would just cost me 2. It would just cost me 2 income for each that I want to upgrade. And the reason why it costs 2 is because the hull size is 2. Hull size is also how many life points the ship has, how many hits it takes to destroy it, etc. I'm going to move miner 1 here to get this tenor. I'll move miner 2 just to put it in place in case we get lucky with the scout. And then we're going to move the scout down here to see what's going on down there. At this point, we're kind of like, we're -3 if you count the 1 I just spent on maintenance for this scout. So we just need one more thing to go our way to really have made the investment in the scouts worth it. But otherwise, we just cost 3 for the off chance of getting something way more. I really want a shipwreck. Oh, it's another mineral. Yeah, that's great. So that scout gamble has worked out, and I'm happy about that. The Doomsday Machine also moves during the movement phase. I just forgot to move it. And now we go to turn 2. We'll move the Doomsday Machine first. This miner is going to come here, drop this off. This miner is going to go here, pick this up. And now the scout's going to continue on in its reckless ways, exploring deep space with reckless abandon. What is it? It's going to be another war point. I feel a war point coming on. Oh, danger! So scout gave us some extra income. The danger thing just comes out of the game. And we are now done with our scouting. This is our board for better or worse. And that's going to save me 1 on maintenance fees. So scouts are done. We go to turn 3. The Doomsday Machine, it continues on its march. Notice it doesn't care about exploring. It just is what it is. It's trudging through space. The miner is going to come here, drop this off. This miner is going to get back to the home planet because their job is pretty much done. And that is the end of those turns. We go to collect colony income. Let's get back to the spreadsheet now that we have made it all fixed. So, yeah, that's right. We are going to collect colony. Well, I have to interact. We're going to get colony CPs of 60. Mineral CPs of 20. Thank you, Scout. We're going to get a maintenance decrease of 1 because the Scout is no longer with us. So our total maintenance is going to be, instead of 9, it's just going to be 8. Just for the 4 battle cruisers. The MS pipeline is 7 income, so we're at 91 minus the 8 because of the battle cruisers. That gives us to 83. I would like to do some upgrades. Well, I can do a couple of things. You know what? Last turn, instead of building 2 battle cruisers, it didn't make any sense because of the costs associated. I know where I'm battling this Doomsday Machine, so I would have just built a base, and that would have meant that my maintenance increase was only 2, and that means my maintenance this term is only 6. So the 1 battle cruiser is only 1 of them, and I'm going to put a base where I know I'm doing battle. Bases are just better, and they don't add to your maintenance. So I just made that change now. Sorry about that. And it also counts as a unit for the purpose of large fleet. Do I want to build? Tempted to build a shipyard where I have 2 to try to be able to give me another place where I can start putting battleships on, but I also could just get the shipyard tech increase. Because ultimately I'm going to want shipyard, probably the 3rd level attack, 3rd level defense, and probably the ship's size. So it doesn't really matter what order I do this on. So I'll upgrade the shipyard now. Ship size is probably more important than shipyard, just in case. And then we'll do attack defense. So I'll spend the 20, because again, if I don't spend the 20, I will no longer be able to spend the 20 next turn, because again, you have to stage it, so you can only spend 10 more than you spent the last round. And ship spending. I can buy 3 battle cruisers, which again, because of the large fleet bonus, it's going to be expensive in maintenance, but I think it makes some sense. 15, 15, 15. So 3 more battle cruisers. They're going to have the same thing as battle cruiser 2. So I will get to the other screen. It's 23 left. Now I can only build I'm maxed out on how much I can build. Oh, I upgraded the shipyard. No, I upgraded this. Forgot to mark it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I did 10 upgrades. That's correct. So I upgraded my ship size. So I am maxed out. I cannot build any more battle cruisers based on what I have, and I'll show you that in the other view. So if you look here, I only have 4 shipyards there. I did not upgrade their building capabilities. I upgraded the types of ships they can build, but that's fine. If I had upgraded their building capabilities, I could basically get 1.5 times what's there. So I could treat this as if it was 6 shipyards. I could treat that as if it was 3, and then I could start getting battle ships on the board instead of battle cruisers. But I'm just going to make this 1 battle cruiser into a 4 because it has, I'm sorry. I messed, battle cruiser. These 2 have different technology than these. So I have 4 that have a defense level of 2, and I have 2 that have a defense level of 1. In theory, I built 2 of them there. I would just move them up to combine them. It just makes it simpler because, again, they have to build them. I have to build them there and there. So in theory, I didn't build any of those 3. I just added in the location where they are on the first movement turn to the next phase. I just combined them up. These counters are just simple. So instead of having just again, you're limited to how many squadrons you can have in theory. So that's where the counters come in, but there is no limit of ships you can have beyond that. I guess theoretically the limit would be 24 if you're limited by that. I don't know if you aren't, but if you're limited by these components with the 6 and there's only 4 squadrons, then you're pretty much limited to 24. But having 6 there so far, plus the base, that's 7. The question is, can I get up to 10 in the way that's going to be useful for next turn? I think so. So I am pretty happy about not doing this battle just yet. All right, I'm going to get back to the thing over here. So interact. I built 3 new ships. That's 6 more in maintenance increase. And we'll kind of figure out the rest of that next turn. Now, remember, Doomsday Machine 2 is coming into play next round. Now that you were done with scouting and finding your minerals, can you scrap the mineral ship, fight them with them in war or something? Well, the mineral it's actually not it doesn't matter either way. The mineral ship, no, they would basically, if they were ever in a place where the Doomsday Machine was, they would just be wiped off. So, it's fine. But there's no downside in keeping them on the board. It's not like they're costing me money in maintenance. But that's a good question for sure. All right, cool. Let's do it. So this is going to be a painful turn. Again, first movement, I combined all my battle cruisers into where we're having the showdown with the Doomsday Machine. I also am trying to connect this colony to the MS pipeline. So I'm going to move this MS pipeline here. This one's going to go here. And then these 2 are going to withdraw. So note, it doesn't matter. As long as they're connected with the economic phase, that's all that matters. So I can basically have this whole conga line to get out to this colony to kind of recoup a little bit of what I'm about to lose in a second. The Doomsday Machine, that was its 4th movement there. No, it started there. I'm sorry. So its 4th movement's here. We go to turn 2. My MS pipelines are going to continue to shift over. So 1, 2, these 2. This one just come down to that nebula. We don't really care. And nope, this one does need to come in here. That's really far out. Wow. So this one will come in there to continue connecting that line. Doomsday Machine comes in. It kills this planet. We could have killed them in either order. I chose this order. This miner ship's like, oh, I'm going to get out of dodge too. So we lost one of our colonies. We go to turn 3. MS pipeline moves. MS pipeline moves. MS pipeline. That's a base. MS pipeline moves. These dudes are there. The Doomsday Machine is going to move toward the closest player planet, and it is there. So second colony is out. We go to collect colony income. So my income should be pretty simple here. So I lost 2 colonies that were producing 5 each. So I now only have 50. I did not lose any ships, so my maintenance decrease is 0, and I spend 0 on upgrades. We are going to do the mineral CPs. There are 0. And the pipeline, I lost 2 planets, but I connected another one, so my pipeline income is 6 as opposed to 7, and mineral income is going to be 0 for the rest of the game. My maintenance total is 12. I have 6 battle cruisers. They are going to be 2 each. We are now having another Doomsday Machine enter the board, so this is going to get super hairy. So I'm rolling a d10. Let me get back to the other view. Boom, that's a 5. So Doomsday Machine 2 is coming here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Doomsday Machine 2 comes here, which means that's bad news for these 3 colonies. I don't know how I saved them, but that's fine. I'm rolling for weakness. I rolled a 1. It's weak to fighters. I'm not building any fighters, so this basically, the weakness of this dude is absolutely irrelevant. Doomsday Machine 2 comes in at an A10. So the fact that it's a level class A ship does mean that my tactics level for these guys is useless, and it does mean I probably should start building some battleships. So I can, have the I can have the advantage of firing first. That I think that is the one thing that class difference between A and B, I think, is what makes harder so much harder for me over hard and even good luck, because the ship levels, the Doomsday Machine levels on good luck and on hard are, they give you that both the first two Doomsday Machines are class B instead of class A. So this is really, really kind of an insane undertaking that we're embarking on today. But we have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. So again, I could, assuming I'm sacrificing all those, it's going to take me a few rounds to have to worry about this guy. All right. So let's get back to the other thing. Interact. Ink. I have 67 to spend. I do think it makes sense to upgrade my attack. Doomsday Machines on the board. I have 42 left to spend. One, 2, 6, 7. I mean, I don't even think I can get 3 more ships done. Well, I could, but it's probably worth it for 1 round to +1 to my rolls. Yeah, so I'm going to get 2 battle cruisers. They're going to be the same level as the other one. And again, in their first movement, they'll just move into the center. So that's going to be a 6 when we come back to the other view. And I have 12 left. Combat capable ship. I will get a cruiser. It's not great, but it's fodder. It's got a hull size of 2. So that is an increase of 12 to my maintenance. Down to, I have 0 left to spend. So you see, like, even that 7 extra I got from the mineral was huge with the scouts. I'm not spending any on upgrades, so I'll just fill it in right now. I did get the extra attack, and the only one that's going to be able to use that in this battle, well, 2 are going to be the shipyards and bases are automatically upgraded. So they'll both get the benefit of having that extra jump in their technology. Both cameras. Great. So again, we have 6 battle cruisers in squadron 2. We have 2 battle cruisers in squadron 1. We have our base, and I'm putting a cruiser on there. It's the CA. I haven't built one of these in a minute. And if we go back to here, interact, our CA, again, it's not even on the board, but it's going to have, again, it has a hull of 2, so it's going to be able to benefit from the two of the 3 attack technology, and it's going to benefit from both of the defense technology upgrades. So I know I'm battling here, so I'm just going to try to make a little bit more order in what you're seeing on the board. So let me take everything out of here that is going to participate in this combat. So the base is going to come out. The Battle Cruiser Squadron 1 is there. Battle Cruiser Squadron 2. And the cruiser. The C-class. And now we'll go back to the turns. So turn 1, Doomsday Machine comes here. Turn 2, well, this Doomsday Machine starts moving as well. Turn 2, this Doomsday Machine moves. This Doomsday Machine comes here. Battle is initiated. We know it's weak to large fleets. Doomsday Machine 2, this Doomsday Machine 1, again, is a Class B ship, so it's going to go behind because it has a tactics level of 2. The defender wins ties and when there's a tie in tactics level and class level. So class takes priority over tactics level. When there's the same class, then tactics level wins. If there's a tie there, defender gets the edge. I'm going to get +1 to my rolls as long as I have 10 ships that are combat ready. I have exactly 10 ships that are combat ready. So hopefully this goes well, and we can just kind of dispatch with this Doomsday Machine, keep most of our army together, and then get annihilated by this one. But that's going to be another story altogether. So how are we going to do this? Doomsday Machine has a defense of 3. So again, all my die rolls are reduced by 3 to determine if there's a hit. I want to hit the number or lower. If I hit the number that I'm going for or lower, then I hit. So when I say or better, I always mean or lower in the way my brain works with this game. My base is going to attack first. Again, I get +1 because I have the large ship advantage. So my base is attacking at a 7. I have 3 attack technology. The base is a hull of 3, so it gets the benefit of all 3 levels of that. So that gets it to a 10, +1 for large fleet. That's 11, -3 because of Doomsday Machine's defense. So that becomes an 8. So I hit on an 8 or better. I'm guaranteed to roll a 10. I rolled a 2. Never mind. I got 1 damage. Doomsday Machine, remember, has a hull of 9. So we need 8 more damage. Super easy. Battle Cruiser Squadron 2 will attack next. Battle Cruiser Squadron 2 has an attack level of a 2. Should have written this stuff down here. Let me actually transfer this stuff. Yeah, Battleship Squadron 2 has an attack level of 2, a defense level of a 2, tactics level of a 2, move of 1. Battle Cruiser Squadron 1 has a attack of a, they have attack of a 2 as well. Yeah, they have an attack of a 2, defense of a 1, the tactics of a 2, and a move of a 1, and then the cruiser has a tactics level of an attack of a 2, a defense of a 2, a tactics of a 1, no, a tactics of a 2 as well, and a move of a 1. All right, now I know my technology levels. Great. So Battle Cruiser Squadron 2 is attacking. There are 6 of them. I'm going to roll, I'll roll 3 and 3 to keep it, I'll roll, whatever. So I have the 4 dice to come at the game, and then I have another D10. I'll just roll all 5, and then I'll re-roll a miss. So it's a 5, a natural attack of a 5, +1 because of the large fleet bonus, +2 because there's a hull of a 2. So the 2 of the 3 attack technology I have will apply for this battle cruiser. So it's going to be a 5, 6, 7, 8, -3. So I hit on a 5 or better. I'm rolling 5 of my 6 attacks. I missed on every single one. I'm gonna get another attack. I missed on all 6. That's about how this game goes. All right, Battle Cruiser 1 is attacking with a 5. It's a 6, 7, 8, -3, so it hits a 5 or better. You have 2 dice. I got 1 damage. Oof, that was rough. You notice the cruiser is last here. It's a C, so the Doomsday Machine will attack next. Who is it going to attack? Well, one thing I don't love about this game, and I said this in my recorded playthrough, is there's no real direction. It's kind of like, what do you think they should do? It's going to want to negate the large ship bonus, so it's going to go for the weakest ship. The thing right now is that the weakest ship are actually these two battle cruisers, because they only have one defense upgrade and not two. So it's going to attack those battle cruisers first, and again, it has 5 attacks. I'll roll 4 dice, because if they're all hits, these are destroyed, then we'll determine who we're attacking next. So the Doomsday Machine is making 4 attacks against this battle cruiser. Its attack is a 9, -1 because of the natural defense on the ship. So it's an 8 or better hits, -1 because it has the benefit of one of my defense technologies, not the other, because it was built before I had that upgraded. So it hits on a 7 or better, 4 dice, 3 hits. It can roll, it's going to use its last attack against those battle cruisers, 7 or better, and only 3 hits. Great. So 1 is out. We're down to 1, and this one here has 1 damage remaining. Now, if we survive the rest of this battle and that damage is there, damage goes away at the end of the battle, except for the Doomsday Machine. If the Doomsday Machine wins and survives, damage remains on it, but if it destroys a planet, it heals too. So not much benefit. But we did lose the large fleet bonus starting next round. We still have it for this destroyer for this round. So 4 plus the 1 for the large fleet bonus, plus 2 levels of the attack technology. So 5, 6, 7, -3 hits on a 4 or better, rolling 1 die. I rolled a 1, that's a damage. Ooh, 50% hit chance, missed on all 6 dice. That's a 1.5 chance. Yes. I love the math. Oh man, I have so much video evidence. Like, everyone's like, I roll bad. Like, I'm just glad. Like, I have so much evidence. It's like statistically impossible stuff that happens to me. It's amazing. All right, the base is attacking. 7 plus 3. I lost a large fleet bonus because one of those battle cruisers were destroyed. So 7 plus 3 -3 because of the natural defense of the Doomsday Machine. I hit on a 7 or better. I rolled a 9. Battle cruisers, 5 plus 3 -3. They hit on a 5 or better. Yeah, I don't have the. Oh, I'm sorry. Plus 2 -3. I hit on a 4 or better. Again, the hull size is only a 2. 4 or better with 5 dice. 1 hit, man. Woof. Hey, 2 hits. All right, I got 1 more roll. So I hit with 2, so we're up to 5 damage on the Doomsday Machine. Again, the hull size is a 9. Oh, this is going poorly. The battle cruiser's attacking, plus 2 -3, so it hits on a 4 or better. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. It has a lower defense, but it has the same offense. So plus 2 because of the 2 attack level, -3, so 4 or better for this dude. It's a hit. All right, that's big. So we're getting this starting to even out a little bit. As long as this guy also rolls bad, I'll be happy. The Doomsday Machine is clearly going to want to just kill this dude. So he's rolling just 1 die until he gets 5 attacks. He keep rolling 1 die at a time until he kills this guy. Its attack is a 9. I don't know what that was. Attack is a 9, -1, -1 because of the 1 defense level. So a 7 or better it hits, where this is destroyed. Battle Cruiser Squadron 1 is out. And we have 4 more attacks. Does he really care about this dude? I mean, probably not, but maybe. Maybe. I don't know. What's the difference? He's more likely to hit there because it's just no 1. He's not. He's equally likely to hit both of these dudes. So he'll actually just go against the battle cruisers because their hull is only 2. The base is a 3 hull, so the base is going to be a little harder to knock out. So with its last 4 attacks, it's attacking all the battle cruisers. It is a 9, -2 because of the 2 defense level, and -1 for the natural defense. So it hits on a 6 or better with these 4 dice. It gets 2 damage. We're down to 5 battle cruisers. I will figure out all the maintenance next. The cruiser. Yeah, the cruiser's up. The cruiser has, and you can see how rarely I put cruisers on the board. I really just did that for the large fleet bonus. The cruiser has an attack of a 4, +2, 6, -3. It hits on a 3 or better. Did I do that math right last time? Oh yeah, I had the large fleet bonus last time. That made sense. So 3 or better, 9. Back to the base. Base hits on a 7 or better. It's the same math as last time. We rolled a 10. The battle cruisers hit on a 4 or better. There's 5 of them now. 3 damage. That's what I'm talking about. Is that enough? Yeah, hull of a 9, 3 damage. Battle cruisers come in. Ooh, yeah, buddy. That's finally a decent roll. Yeah, 4, 2, and a 1. So we needed every bit of that 4 to make that work. So Doomsday Machine is done. I will now, while I'm thinking of it, figure out what I lost. I think I started with 10 ships. I'm down to 7. So I lost 3 ships. Space Empire. So my maintenance decrease is going to be a 6. Interact 6. Done. Whew, I don't love where I'm at. I'm not going to lie. But we'll try to make it work. Both cameras. These guys all come back to where they were. The base can never move, so that is there. Obviously, the battle cruisers and the cruiser can. But I need to start getting A-level ships out because, again, priority is so huge in having a chance in this game. So we're going to do the third movement phase. I'm going to move these guys into here. I have a feeling that's where the next battle is going to take place. Oh, man. Do I want to have it here? I'll try to save some colonies. I mean, the shipyards are useless. The large fleet bonus doesn't make any sense. So I will move these guys here. The next battle is going to be there. If you think about it, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes, I'll have 2 more rounds to build this up, and it's close enough to the shipyard that they can kind of put ships in. I need to upgrade the shipyard, though, to build Class A ships, but that's doable. So the third movement for the Doomsday Machine puts it right there. And that will stay there. Great. We go to the 10th economic phase. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colonies, so that is fine. I have 0 carryover. Need to interact. Colony CPs is going to be 50, 0, and pipeline CPs is 6. My maintenance is still 12. Nope. Yep, 12 because the cruiser's there. So 12 down to 44. Think I developed a shipyard. Oh, DM2 is coming into the last DM3 is coming into play. I rolled a 2, so we'll kind of get back to the other view for a sec. DM3 is coming into play here. Oof. I'd probably just retreat back to the home base at that point and do there. What's it weak to? It's weak to fighters, which I'm just not. I mean, at this point, it'd be an interesting consideration. But, oh, man. I mean, you have to build. I just don't see how it's worth it. I mean, I'd have to develop fighter technology, and then I have to build a carrier, and then I have to start building fighters. If it's weak to fighters, oh man, now you got me thinking about it. Which is a strategy I've never pulled off before. So why don't I just try to do it on camera? If I build fighters, fighters can fire and damage. The problem is the fighters are firing at a B, so they wouldn't have priority. Their hull size is a 1, and they're only at. They could attack with a 7 though. Fighters can fire and damage. Normally, I think the carrier can carry. You got me wondering. You got me wondering what I should do, you fighters. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, Greg. Nope, we're going to do this. All right, carriers, combat. They can purchase the squadrons. They can be on a carrier. Oh, if I'm just defending the home, I could just load up fighters there. One of our fighter squadrons. That's now got me thinking. Five each. I still need to build A's to defeat Doomsday Machine 2. So loading up for Doomsday Machine 3 with fighters is a possibility, but I don't love it. Carriers can only have 3 fighters, but fighters can, as if they're on a base, they're fine. They could be in a colonized planet or a carrier, but there's no limit how many fighters I can have on a colonized planet. All right, I will consider going for some fighters, but first and foremost, I have to beat Doomsday Machine 2. Doomsday Machine 3 will have to be a problem for another day. So, Space Empire, so I upgraded my shipyard. I just forgot to highlight it. There are dreadnoughts too. Dreadnoughts are very expensive, and I'd have to upgrade there. I don't think I'm going to have the time to try to get dreadnoughts out there, although it's one more on attack level, which is nice. But I think I'm just going to upgrade these shipyards. You know what? You know what I should have done? Oh, I didn't have the money. Yeah, if I had the money last turn, I could have spent 6 to upgrade the shipyard, to build the 3rd shipyard, and then I wouldn't really need to upgrade this. And that being said, maybe I don't upgrade shipyards. Maybe I just build a 3rd one. I will not upgrade shipyards. I will upgrade defense. The crazy thing, if I sacrifice all these colonies, I'm just gonna have no income. That's a problem. If I build that, then I can't build a battleship. Ugh, defense. I'm like one shy from doing everything I want to do right now. All right, so I will not do defense. Like, I'd have to invest in fighter technology now, and that costs 25. It's not on the board, and I just don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, let me do defense. DM3 is on the board. I'm gonna build a shipyard. I'm gonna build a base where the next battle is gonna take place. I'm just gonna put that there, and I'm gonna start as I add ships there. I'm gonna put them where I put the last battle. Oh, you can't see this anyway. This is the problem with multiple screens. I'll put my second base here. All right, let me get out of this view so I can kind of show you guys what I did. One, no increase, excuse me, no increase in maintenance. It's part of the reason I'm hesitant to build any more stuff right now. And there'll be no decrease in maintenance either. All right, let's get back here. So both cameras, so I have a base on the board now. I know the battle is going to be here. So anything that's there for this battle, I'm just going to start moving down. So we have a base. We have 5 battle cruisers. We have a cruiser. And that's it. And then I added a shipyard there. So that's up to 3. So I can get another Class A ship into the battle. Hmm. That's gonna be a rough battle. Yeah, I don't love my chances. I'm gonna be late. 3 defense, 10 hull, 6 attacks, firing at a 10. Oof, oof I say. Think I let the battle take place here. Or I just let them all get wiped out. One, two, three, 1, 2. No, it's going toward that one. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then it's definitely going directly for the home planet. Woo! So I probably want a base there. So I think I do let the battle take place here. Then I don't even bother building a shipyard. All right, let's get back to this. If I don't build a base or the shipyard, gotta think it through. All right. Let me not do the defense. I'm gonna do the shipyard upgrade. And that way I still, come on, dude. Come on. So that's yellow. And if I do the shipyard upgrade, that gives me enough money to build my first battleship. So no base on the board yet. I didn't upgrade the shipyard. There's still 2 there. I'm just rethinking where I want these battles. I'm going to lose a ton of colonies and just hopefully I can hang up for dear life after that. Base, and then I built the battleship in my home world. So BB1, where are you? Where are my BB1s? There you go. So BB1 comes into play. It has 3 attack, 2 defense, and 2 tactics, which means it will have priority because it is a Class A ship, and the Doomsday Machine is also a Class A ship. So my increase of, since it has 3 hull, my increase of maintenance is 3. Both cameras. And where did I put him? Yeah, he was built there. He's going to move into the battle along with these clowns. All right. So battle is definitely taking place here. We're going to have mass destruction and not a lot of income and just have to hope for the best. So we get a turn 1. The Doomsday Machine goes there. Doomsday Machine 3 goes there. It's heading toward that planet. It is obviously the closest. This goes here. Doomsday Machine destroys this. And the MS pipeline, it served its purpose. No point in keeping it around. Doomsday Machine 3 goes there. Doomsday Machine 2 will now go. Oh, interesting. They're equal, so it actually will attack this one, which means this one's not attached anymore. Oh, I could have saved that MS pipeline. And I could have moved it here, and then I'll move these here, so we'll keep this one attached. That's nice. Yeah, so the first move I just moved out of the way, and now the third move, this dude comes here, and now this guy is still attached, which gives me 1 more income, which could make a big difference. So we destroyed that now, and this dude comes here. So we're battling 2 turns from now, next round. That's destroyed, and I just wanted to. I didn't want to build another base because I need a base at the home planet, and I think this makes better sense just to fight there without having to build another base here. All right, we come back to the economic phase. Let's figure it out. All right, we're going to come here. We have a carryover of 4. Colony income, we just lost 2, so our colony income is only 40. But all my colonies are still connected via the MS pipeline. So my mineral CPs are 0, obviously, and I get 4 from that. So we're up to 48. My maintenance is very high. It's up to 15. That gives me 33. And I think I just build another, well, I mean, yeah, that fighter technology just has to go. I can't do it. It's not going to work. Yeah, it's not going to work. Oh, it did go into a black hole. Good call. Yeah, and I wouldn't have had enough. I have to roll. I can't even see it. Good question, Fer. Give me 1 sec. I'm going to spend 0. I'm just giving up on the fighters. There's just no way I can invest. There's no way I can invest enough and have what I need to make this work. And then I'm going to spend 20 on another battleship. So I'm not going to even get that last level of defense. My upgrades are done. This was... Then why did I spend 20 on the shipyard? I don't think I did. What did I spend 20 on? Yeah. Oh, so I could build 2. Interesting. Right, because then I can only build 1 a turn. I don't think I'm going to have the income for 2, but just in case. I hate it. I hate it. Yeah, it's fine. So no more tech. So I'm basically done with tech for the rest of the game. And I built another ship. So I have 2 battleships. I'm going to put a marker to show that. And it's not... Oh, I have to... And I already have a base there as well. So let me get the base. It's not the greatest fleet I've ever seen, but it's got a chance. So let me get out of here. Oh, Fur made a good point. So when I move this MS pipeline there, I do have to make a black hole roll. If I survive this roll, I won't have to make this roll again. If I don't survive this roll, then it's just, it's a c'est la vie to any income from that planet. And I got a 9. So this MS pipeline was a short anyway. This guy. So I am going to actually have 1 less income from MS Pipeline. Thank you. Good catch, Ofer. Now, the cool thing is if you manage to survive that roll, any future ships going in there that are yours don't have to make black hole rolls anymore. Because the idea is like you've seen the way through the black hole. So the MS Pipeline allows you to ignore black hole rolls for the future once you can get an established pipeline through it. But obviously it's a risky strategy because like just happened for me. I mean, it's the first time I lost a black hole roll today, so it wasn't the why is that down to 12? Not because of that. Let's make sure that doesn't mess me up anymore. Great. So fortunately, lost the MS pipeline. It cost me 1 in MS pipeline income. So very, very good question, and I appreciate it. Do I want, man, do I build another ship just to have something? I mean, I could build a scout, but a scout is a hull. Building a ship with a hull of less than 2 just seems like a giant waste of time and resources. So this is going to be a tough battle. I'm not sure how it's going to work, but I wish I could move the shipyards. You obviously can't. But so I built a second battleship, my home planet. Obviously, the first move, I would move it in to join this battle. So that is exactly where it should be. Let's get into the turns. Try to reestablish a connection to this planet. So I'm going to move these pipelines out, 1 and 2. I'll leave this pipeline there for a second. Doomsday Machine moves into there. This Doomsday Machine moves there. This planet is out. I could do a prolonged battle with the shipyard. Trust me, the shipyard's not going to survive. Oh, and I could have moved this out there, which made more sense. So this planet is just done. Thank you, shipyards, for your service. Sorry you had such an unceremonious ending. All right, move 2. This Doomsday Machine is knocking this planet out, so my planets are dwindling. This MS pipeline will come here. This one will come here. This one will come here. They'll try to reestablish connection there. And then obviously this Doomsday Machine is coming in there. Whew, battle it up. All right, let's hope for some goodness. I mean, sometimes it's nice to have like the battle happen where the shipyards are. I just didn't have the money to build another base, but like sometimes the shipyards, like you just get, hey, they only hit on a 1 or a 2, bam, 1, 2, excellent. It can make a huge difference, but this is going to be a tough battle. I'm not very confident here. Only 3 of my ships are ahead of this. Check, make sure I didn't. Yep, I bought 2 battleships and I have 5 leftover battle cruisers, and I have this other cruiser. So that looks right. All my battle cruisers are on squadron 2, so their attack is 2, their defense is 2, the cruiser is 2 and 2, and my battleships are 3 and 2 because I never got that last upgrade for defense. All right, we have 9 ships. Let's make this happen. The Doomsday Machine has a defense of a 3. My base has an attack technology of a 3. So it is attacking at a 7 plus 3. It makes it a 10 minus 3 because of the natural defense of the Doomsday Machine. It hits on a 7 or better. I rolled a 6. That's a good start. Remember, the sucker has a hull of a 10, so we need to do 9 more damage. The battleships attacking with a 5 plus 3 because of the technology level makes it an 8 minus 3 because of the Doomsday Machine's defense. I need 5 or better. I rolled a 1 and a 9. That's 1 hit. Now the Doomsday Machine goes. Now obviously it's going to want to start attacking things that haven't attacked yet, in my mind, and things that are easier to kill. These only have 2 hull. Again, the less attacks it takes, it's really going to become a very easy job for it after that. It has 6 attacks. It will use all of them against these battle cruisers. These battle cruisers have a tech level of a 2, is where I was at with them. So it's rolling a 10, minus 1 because of the natural defense, minus 2 because of the defense level. So it hits on 7s or better. That's right. That's right. So 7 or better. It's rolling 5 dice. It got 4 hits, 3 1s, and it's going to re-roll this. It rolled a 10, so it missed again. So 4 hits, we're down to 3 of these after its first 6 attacks. We are now going to roll with the battle cruisers. Battle cruisers have an attack upgrade of a 2. It's got a 5 naturally, plus 2 is a 7, minus 3 makes it a 4. It's rolling 3 dice because there are 3 battle cruisers left. I have 3 hits. Woo! Clean living. That's what I'm talking about. So that's up to 5 damage. It's a huge swing for this scenario. The cruiser has an attack of a 4. It's a 2 attack upgrade. Again, it's not 3 because their hull size for these 2 ships is only a 2. So it becomes a 6 minus 3. It hits on a 3 or better. Oh, another hit. You're saying there's a chance. All right. The base is going to hit with a 7 plus 3 minus 3. It hits on a 7. I rolled a 5, another hit. The battleships are attacking with a 5 plus 3 minus 3. It hits on a 5. There's 2 of them. 2 10s. That's more like it. But we are 3 away, and that could be a lot worse. The Doomsday Machine is going to continue to try to pick off these battle cruisers because they have not attacked yet. So it's attacking with a 10 minus, again, 1 minus 2. So it hits on a 7 or better. It's rolling 6 dice. It has 4 hits, 5 hits. So what does that do? It reduces me down to 1 battle cruiser, and that battle cruiser has 1 damage on it. So it's picking off 2 battle cruisers around. The battle cruiser attacks. It's attacking with a 5 plus 2 minus 3. It hits on a 4. It misses. The cruiser hits on a 4 plus 2 minus 3. It hits on a 3. A 2. That's awesome. We're up to 8 damage. Ooh, this would be huge. The base hits on a 7. Ah, it rolled an 8. Battleships hit on a 5. 2 hits. Booyah. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Doomsday Machine 2 is out. That's bananas. So we got 1 left, and it's a level 10. And level 10 is insane. The battle cruiser just shrugs off the damage that was still on it. These dudes are all going to come back here. And we're setting up for a huge showdown just in our home planet, because that's exactly where the Doomsday Machine is heading next. And bam. And actually, since I know the battle's going to take place there, I'm just going to take everything off, and we'll just get that all set up. I'll have a staging ground over here. So we have 4 shipyards, 2 battle cruisers, or 1 battle cruisers, 2 battleships. 2 battleships, 1 battle cruiser, because the other 4 were destroyed, and then the cruiser. And then we have the base is still here, though, so we need to rebuild another base. The third movement, Doomsday Machine comes in, and then we're going to move these pipelines around to connect our. We only have 2 colonies left. Did we just lose 4 colonies? Are you serious? 2, 1. We lost a 1 there. Yeah, he just wiped out 2. Did I do the math wrong last time? He wiped out 1. I must have only had 4 left, and I just lost 2 more. Yeah, that makes sense. Great. Does that black hole affect the pipeline? All right, it's the same question as before, so good to see. No new questions. Yeah, I had 4 left. Now I have 2 left. Oof, no income at all is going to make this super rough. So let me interact with this. I have 30 income. My 2 colonies are still connected because I moved my pipelines around. So just 2 from there, no mineral CPs. What did I lose last battle? I lost 4 battleships. So that's going to take 8 maintenance off. Didn't spend any to upgrade. My total maintenance then, because I spent 8, so it's 2, it's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I added 3, lost 8. That makes sense. So my total maintenance is 10. That gives me 34, which is actually a perfect amount, because again, I can't spend any more money on tech upgrades, but I could build a base for 12, build a base of my home system, and I can build another battleship. Now note, bases don't need shipyards to build, and they're auto upgraded. They're really nice. And so ultimately, I did waste, when I built my shipyard larger, I did waste that money. The goal there was, had I had enough income, I could have bought 2 battleships on my home planet, because I would have 4 shipyards. So times 1.5, it would count as 6 shipyards, but I just never had enough money to make that last. But I was pretty close, but I get a base and a battleship, so that's just going to have to do. So I have 3 battleships and a base all ready, and you'll see the staging area once we get back to the next screen. And it's a decent little army. I'm not totally in love with my chances, but it could be worse. But my increase for maintenance for next round is just going to be 3. But honestly, if I lose this battle, there is not going to be a next round. So that is the end of the road for our little sheet here. We're going to go back to both cameras. So here's my staging area. We got a base, we got 3 battleships, we got a battle cruiser, we have a cruiser, and we have 4 shipyards. Remember, The attack technology for the battleship, to remind you, is a 3 for attack. The defense is a 2. Battle cruisers and the cruiser are both 2 and 2 because they're limited by the hull. And the shipyard is also going to have a 3 and a 2 for attack and defense, respectively. We go to turn 1. Doomsday Machine comes into here. It destroys this barren planet just because, you know, it's mean like that. And then move to the final showdown, kids. This could go either way. And this is one of the things, like at the higher levels on a large map, I do feel like this just becomes a luck fest with the rolling. There is a lot of strategy to it, obviously, to get yourself in a place where you could win. But like, I mean, it's kind of insane. All right. Well, shoot, this thing is an A. It attacks with an 11. It has 4 natural defense and it has a hull of 4, a hull of 11. So you need to get 11 hits on it, which is hard. I do have 10 ships in here again, but you know, 4 of those are shipyards. So that's rough. Losing my fleet of battle cruisers so unceremoniously as I did is not great. I was obviously just never able to develop a fighter strategy to try to make sense of this guy being weak to fighters. So it's really going to come down to how well can I roll here. The base attacking with a 7 plus 3 makes it a 10, minus 4 makes it a 6. So we're hitting on a 6 or better. I rolled a 1 damage, 10 to go. So you're saying there's a chance. The battleships there's 3 of them. There are 5. They're rolled plus 3 for attack technology, makes it an 8, minus 4 makes it a 4. They hit on a 4 or better. 1 damage. It's fine. 50% is about right. Puts us in the ballpark where I want to be. Yeah, I think he just wipes out these small ships. Honestly, I think this is going to be a lesson in futility at this point. So we're attacking 2 against the battlecruiser. It attacks with an 11. It is reduced by 3, so it hits on an 8 or better. We're just rolling 2 of its 6 attacks to start. Hits 1 hit, misses 1. It has 4 more attacks, rolling again. Again, it's hitting on an 8 or better. Yeah, because attacks are 11 minus 3. Dead. It has 3 more attacks. Battlecruisers are out altogether. Think it's not too worried about these attacks here, the 4 defense. I think it just goes after the battleships now. And actually, it probably goes after the base because it has the same defense as the battleships and has a better attack. And they have the hull of 3. So it has 3 more attacks. It's going to try to wipe out the base. It hits on an 11, minus 2, minus 2. It hits on a 7 or better with 3 dice. It hits 2 hits, so the base survives for another round. The cruiser attacks with a 4, plus 2 is a 6, minus 4. It hits on a 1 or a 2. I rolled a 6. My 4 shipyards hit on they have a 3 attack level, plus 3 makes it a 6, minus 4 is a 2, so it hits on a 1 or a 2. And I rolled a 3, 3, 7, 8. The 3, 3 is nice, but you know, I needed a 2 this time around. The base is attacking probably for its last time ever. 7 plus 3 minus 4. It hits on a 6 or better. There's a 3, so 1 damage. The 3 battleships hit on a 7, on an 8, minus 4, on a 4 or better. I rolled 1 hit. Where's the 3, 3 that the shipyards rolled? That could have been helpful. The Doomsday Machine is going to keep rolling till the base is no longer. So an 11 minus 4, it hits on a 7 or better. It's a 4, the base is out. Thank you for playing, base. I miss you already. I got 5 more attacks. I'm just going to roll all 5 of these dice against the battleships. It hits on a 7 or better again. 1, 2, 3 hits. We were down to 2 battleships. Roll this 17109. Cruiser hits on a 4 plus 2 minus 4. It hits on a 2 or better. Yeah, so they all actually, I'll just roll 5 dice because both the shipyard and the cruiser hit on a 2 or a 1. 1, 1. So we got a 5th hit on the Doomsday Machine. All right, so we got 6 more to go. Not loving our chances. The battleship goes. It's hitting on a 4 or a nope. Yeah, 4 or better. A 6 and a 9, not useful. The Doomsday Machine is going to roll 5 dice against the battleship. It hits on a 7 or better. Yep, it's 11 minus 4. 9, 9. So it has 3 hits. It's rolling again against the battleship. It rolls an 8. So we're down to 1 battleship. The cruisers and the shipyards hit on a 1 or a 2. I really need like 4 2s. I got 1. It's like 4, just a lot less. So we added 1 more damage to the Doomsday Machine. The battleship hits on a 4 or better. The 5, not gonna cut it, kids. Oh, 5 is like should always hit, right? That's really bad. Doomsday Machine is gonna roll 3 dice against the battleship, hits on a 7 or better. It hits 2 hits. It's got 3 more attacks. 7 or better. It's a 10. It's got 2 more attacks. It's a 4. It's got 1 more attack. It will go against the cruiser. Oh, it doesn't actually will go against a shipyard because the shipyard only has 1 hull. So my battleship is out. Shipyard has no natural defense. It has the defense technology of a 2, but it only has a hull of a 1. So basically, it hits on anything but a 10. It rolls a 1, so we're down to 3 shipyards. 4 attacks. I need a 1 or a 2. I got none of them. Then the Doomsday Machine is going to roll 3 times. It hits on everything but a 10. Yep, knocks out all the shipyards. It has 3 more attacks. Oh no, this is bad. 3 more attacks against the cruiser. It hits on a, I don't even know, math, 8 or better. Yep, 881. That's exactly what it needed. Cruiser is out. And we have defeated. Our homeworld is immediately destroyed. The Doomsday Machine heals 2 just out of spite. This MS pipeline is gone, and we'll go back to the showers, folks. But I mean, we had it up to 6. The rolls were there. I mean, the number of rolls were there, right? You know, if I can roll, if you got really lucky and I roll 3 1s when I mean, again, I rolled 3s instead of 2s with the shipyards. You can see how it like starts to stack, and you just have a better chance. But I just didn't roll. You need to roll better than average, in my experience, against the final Doomsday Machine. I have beaten this once on level 4. I have beaten this once on Good Luck. I have beaten this once on harder. I do find the harder really just get the level of increase is pretty extreme. 3. I mean, if you, I where my colonies were, they were all in harm's way, so I wasn't really able to keep generating the colony income I needed. And I just, you know, if I had the large ship bonus roll for that first round, I think I get a couple more hits there. So you can kind of see how it works together. I just wasn't able to put together the ability to get get a fighter strategy together. I mean, had I been able to develop that last defense technology, I just kept finding myself really struggling. You know, a shipwreck really goes a long way. If I get a shipwreck and then it gives me a free upgrade, for those of you who don't know, so if you're in deep space and you find a shipwreck, if you bring it back to a colony, you get to roll a die, and depending on what you roll, is you get a free tech. Now, if I got movement, that's garbage. But if I got a free attack tech or a free defense tech, or even a ship upgrade or a shipyard upgrade, like it can really go a long way. It's basically the equivalent of like 20 minerals instead of just 10. If not more. I mean, depending on where you're at, like a 30 minerals, it could be, if you're in the right space on attack or defense, like a 30 mineral boon, just like here you go. Have at it. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I would do different. I mean, it's tough when you're investing so much in the battleships, and then the battleships don't have priority against Doomsday Machine 2 and Doomsday Machine 3. That was rough. I mean, even if you imagine that battle with 2 more battleships, or battle cruisers, I should say, like that's 2 more times I'm attacking. That's 4 more damage the Doomsday Machine has to do. And all of a sudden the math starts looking a little bit better for you. Obviously, I still would have had the maintenance cost that I had, but I ended up with some income I didn't spend, I think. I ended up with only 2 left. First I've seen this game, cool and very thematic, but man, that bookkeeping, not just the math, but also lots of chits to handle handle all over. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cool. Like I don't this was recommended to me by Philip for I don't know if you know him, he's another one of the patrons. Um and I looked into it, I was like, I don't know, maybe, and I got it, and it was like nothing like I've ever played. I mean, I don't do a lot of work. I mean, I've done Pavlov's House, that's probably the closest thing as far as a number of little chits. But I really like it, and the bookkeeping, especially now that I developed this Excel file for it, like I find it a lot better just to have, because I'll just have my computer up and I can just do all that over there. And obviously, I just developed it today. Um, and it was obviously I had that one mistake I had to redo during the playthrough, so I apologize for that. But that's really helpful. The Alien Empires, you think the bookkeeping for this is crazy? The Alien Empires bookkeeping is like a whole other level. But I think I know the game so well now, or well enough now, that it'll be less difficult. But the technologies that I really haven't explored yet, I mean, Doomsday Machine, you're not exploring the mines or the mine sweeping. You're not exploring the cloaking all that much. You're not doing the terraforming, so there are definitely a lot of strategies that I'm excited to see how they play out. There's scanners, and then obviously with the expansions, there's more ship types, and you have the replicators, and the different alien factions and things that's being really changed. So there's a lot to explore with this game. I look forward to getting it on the channel more for sure. Um, there are variants to unpredictable research, but I just find I don't think that'd be very fun, at least not for a solo game. And I'm very excited to play this with friends more, because I haven't gotten this to the table with somebody else yet, but I have a friend of mine, Zach, who I know will just absolutely love this game. So we're hoping to get that on the table somewhat soon. But that is that. Second screen electronic sheet works really well for this playthrough. Good idea. Thank you, sir. On that, I will be trying to do a lot of unique things for live playthroughs. I do think I am on the cusp of becoming a predominantly live playthrough channel. If you appreciate my edited videos, that's amazing. I will definitely keep doing 1 or 2 a month. But this channel, for me to continue to keep the pace up with the content, and to continue to play the games I want to play, and with like the world opening up more, and compared to where it was the last couple of years, um, to really make the channel what I want it to be, while keeping the quality high. I'm going to be doing more live playthroughs. Games I know, obviously, the more I know a game, the easier it is for me to do a live playthrough. I want to get Gaia back on and start cycling that in. I want to do a bunch of stuff. I have a bunch of games lined up. So you'll see a change in my calendar structure. And, you know, this would be, if you were considering supporting this channel financially and you don't already, this would be a good time to jump on board for that for sure. I would definitely appreciate that, as I do continue to want to make the investments and kind of continue to upgrade my technology incrementally and kind of improve on the live experience. So that's that. But I hope this was super fun. This game, I definitely recommend it. It can be a little hard to find at an affordable price, especially some of those expansion prices I saw were absolutely insane. I saw replicators today, like literally it was yesterday, for 40 plus shipping, and that was the cheapest I had seen that in a very, very long time. So I jumped on it. And I am happy to say I'll have the full collection. And then obviously I jumped on the pre-order for All Good Things. This I like the system and like where it's going to go. I am interested. I mean, Talon is on my radar, as somebody mentioned it earlier. I guess Talon is the same designer, but I guess judging from what was said in the comments earlier, I guess it's more of a nitty gritty look at the actual mechanics of an individual battle. That's super cool. But yeah, this game scratches a lot of itches. I mean, it really does give you a little bit of like that TI4 feel, in a solo game. And I love TI4. Don't get to play it enough. Uh, you know, um, it's funny too, because I think if I play TI4 more, I don't know if I would love it, but I love the experience that it provides, like once or twice a year. So I'd love to keep exploring that. But yeah, a lot here to like. Just an absolute ton of chits. Um, Keeping them organized is you know, If I was ever going to get into like 3D printing to develop an organizer, it would definitely be for this game, I think, because there's a lot. Most games, I feel like I get to where I want with them, and I'm like, all right, cool, I can set this up easy. I know exactly what I'm doing. This game, it's just, oof, just so many chits, and they're freaking everywhere, and they're all unique. So you have to kind of keep them organized. Off to the side here, I have all the ships laid out in order, so that's like kind of a thing. But at some point, like if you do get this game, you haven't played it yet, you are going to want to get a system where you can do the bookkeeping electronically, because otherwise you're going to have to be, I mean, you're going through one of these sheets every game, and you don't get a ton to start. That's like the limitation. I think of a lot of, I mean, like a lot of games that are coming out now, like great games that have like paper, it's hard to like, I mean, it's kind of feels a little wasteful and stuff like that. So it's nice to get electronically. But like Hadrian's Wall is like one of those huge sheets of paper, but eventually you're gonna run out. And it's not like you can recreate all the stuff that's on there. I kind of felt the same way about Search for Planet X. Great game, but eventually you're gonna play through that pad, and then what, right? So, you can guess keep buying pads, but that gets expensive, and shipping's not cheap anymore, and it's a lot of paper. So but that is that. Thank you so much for joining me. This was awesome. Ofer, thanks for keeping me honest and asking some great questions about the black hole. Again, when I'm playing, people don't realize how much glare I see. In order to make it better for you, it's just the way light bounces is very, very strange. So for me, if I'm always like looking back and forth and you think I'm like on a ship somewhere, it's just because I'm trying to get a better angle. And there's a lot of glare that like all these ships here, like literally might as well be like mirrors with like light bouncing off them. To be honest with you, it's absolutely crazy, just the way light bounces. But this was great. Thank you so much. Any questions, comments, epiphanies, put them in the comment section below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Next week, I'm doing something, I don't know what. The calendar on on the Patreon page now is accurate, so you can check that out and see what is accurate for live playthroughs. I'm about a week behind in my recorded playthroughs, but I do have a playthrough of Imperium Legends that I am editing now, and I will get that on the channel within the next day or so. So look out for that. I have a weird love-hate relationship with that game. So if you want to see an epic Greg rant, just tune in for the first 10 minutes of that, because I have some thoughts. So uh, it is what it is. But it's a cool playthrough, and there's a lot to like about that game, but then a lot to be like, what the heck were you thinking? So I'm going to save the rant for that. So watch that video. But again, until next time, whatever that is, live, recorded, whatever, thank you so much for joining me, and happy gaming.